guys, how you doing today? I am Pam, and if this is the first time you're coming to the channel, welcome to the Pam FAM. You saw the title, and I know you saw the thumbnail, so you know what this video is about. Today is another collaborative effort between Dossier Fragrances and I, and if you are interested to hear what I have to say, please stay tuned. I got Soul Cafe. It's aromatic, it's got some dryness, powdery, sweet, and that's what I was getting with this fragrance. Notes, earthy, woody. It's a little more, this is a warm, cozy scent. This fragrance is perfect for men. This lightly sugared biscuits. I'm smelling a sugary rose. This is also a fragrance that is sort of deep, right? Click on that bell. It'll tell you every single time I do a live, every single time I do a video, every single time I post something in the community chat. You know, every move I make, you will know about it. So please consider subscribing to the channel. Welcome back. Thank you so much for sticking with me. Yes, you pressed that little button, you stayed right here, you didn't go nowhere. Thank you so very much for doing so. So, new subscribers, I see you. Old subscribers, I see you too. Thank you so very much for sticking with me and allowing me to entertain you, my dears. I can't tell you how much that means to me. It really means a lot. So thank you. Mwah. Big ups and big kisses to all of you. My dears, Dossier's mission is to bring to you designer fragrances as close as possibly inspired by at a fraction of the price point. That is what they'd like to do. So today I have two fragrances. I am talking about Oriental Cherry and Oriental Sage. The Oriental Cherry is a take on Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, and the Oriental Sage is a take on Tom Ford. The Oriental Sage is a take on Tom Ford's F blah 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 fabulous. Okay, it's a cuss word. Yeah, that fragrance. Now think about this here. Dossier is trying to get you inspired scents. Fraction of a cost, and I'm talking about something you're paying hundreds of dollars for, you'll only be paying $29, $39, $49 for. So that's what their keynote is for. And then they send you in the box, I'll show you. What they do is they send it to you like this, beautiful box. Okay, I'm matching. I'm matching the box today. The fragrance is in here, and then there's a sample in the box. So what you have to do is you just take out the sample and you use the sample. If you like it, you keep it. If you don't like it, you send it back to the company at no cost to you. Okay, so let's get to testing. The first one I'm going to talk about is Oriental Cherry, and it's a take on Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. I have a bottle of Lost Cherry right here. I'm going to spray Lost Cherry on my right hand, and then I'm going to spray the Inspired By, which is Oriental Cherry, on my left hand. So let's get to spraying. All right, while that dries down, I'm going to give you the notes. Oriental Cherry by Dossier Fragrances. The top notes are cherry, almond, and cinnamon. Middle notes are cloves, rose, and jasmine, plum. Cloves, rose, jasmine, and plum. And the base notes are Peru balsam, tonka bean, and vanilla. Guys, I'm telling you what, right off the bat when I sprayed it, as it was going onto my hand, it's very similar. Truly it is. But I sprayed again the Tom Ford Lost Cherry right as I'm spraying it, and it's coming out the nozzle, and I'm getting the vibe about why I love Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. Smelling Tom Ford, smelling Dossier, smelling Tom Ford, and smelling Dossier. Right off the bat, we're not even 5 minutes in, and the Dossier is already fading away. And we know Tom Ford's Lost Cherry is very, very popular for fading away at an instant, okay, within an hour. All right, so the fact that Dossier is fading away very quickly, all right, well, number one, it's working just like Tom Ford. Oh gosh, but the nice smooth vanilla vibe, the smoothness of the nuttiness and all that kind of stuff, I'm getting all of that from both fragrances, but I would say that it's not as inspired in terms of the strength of the fragrance, not so much to me. It's gone, and it's not, I'm not smelling the Lost Cherry DNA. I'm not smelling any of that right now. I'm not. It's just a pleasant fragrance. Maybe if I layered this, the Dossier's Oriental Cherry, with the Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, maybe I might get a little longer play for the fragrance. I don't know, but right off the bat, does it complement the Lost Cherry? Yes. Does it smell just like the Lost Cherry? I don't think so. After it dries down, no, I don't think so. the cherry note has, yeah, it's dried down completely. Okay, so would I recommend it, saying that you shouldn't get the Lost Cherry? No, I would say get the Lost Cherry. That's what I would say. All right, that's kind of my opinion. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. All right, so let's move on to the next one. We're gonna use the Tom Ford's F Fabulous on my right arm, and we're going to do the Dossier Oriental Sage on my left arm, within my elbow. So let me give you the notes for Dossier's Oriental Sage. Bitter almond, sage, lavender at the top. Leathery notes, orris and vanilla, mid notes. And then the base notes are amber, blonde, woods, and tonka bean. So let's see how it gets to test. And here I have an atomizer because I haven't opened up my full bottle yet. So I used the atomizer, and that's the Tom Ford's F Fabulous. Okay, that's what it looks like. Okay. Oriental Sage by Dossier on my left arm. I'm getting that nice lavender, you know, I have the fan going so that the fragrances are like wafting onto me as I spray, they're wafting back. But I am really liking that. To me, Tom Ford's F blah 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 Fabulous, that one has a more earthy, a more woody, a much more pungent sage. Like, it's literally like you took sage, the dried sage, and you do like this. You crumple it up in your hand, and then Tom Ford like mixed his spices, other spices, and blends in there and gives you that fragrance. Whereas with the Dossier Oriental Sage, what I'm getting is a lot of lavender, a little bit of minty vibe. The orris is popping up a little bit, and the vanilla is popping up. And it's actually much more pleasant to me to sniff on than the Tom Ford's F blah 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 Fabulous. Yeah, I would say so. Tom Ford's F Fabulous, it's more geared towards my husband and my sons than myself. I think when I'm smelling it. The Oriental Sage, of course, it's also unisex and can be used by both men and women. But I'm telling you, I actually prefer the Oriental Sage right off the bat, like literally right off the bat. I'm preferring the Oriental Sage. It's a little more pleasant to my nose, to my sense story, to my vibe. That's kind of where I'm getting at. Most definitely. Most definitely. I think, again, mixing a combination of those two fragrances, I would really probably like. So if you are interested in me kind of doing like a combination, you know, mixing those two, just like with the Lost Cherry and the Oriental Cherry, let me know if you want me to do something like that, like a little test or something. I might do it on my own anyways, but let me know down in the comment section what you think about these Dossier fragrances if you own them. Also, if you own the original versions like Tom Ford's Lost Cherry and Tom Ford's F blah 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 Fabulous, if you have those in your collection as well, and you've also done a test to see which one lasts longer, I want to hear from you. Please let me know down in the comment section, okay? All right, so off the bat, I will say I prefer the original Lost Cherry than the inspired Oriental Cherry by Dossier. And I prefer Dossier's Oriental Sage over Tom Ford's F blah 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 Fabulous. That's my opinion, okay? Again, if you have these fragrances, please comment down in the comment section and let me know what your thoughts are. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me today while I do this collaborative effort with Dossier Fragrances on Oriental Sage and Oriental Cherry in comparison to Lost Cherry by Tom Ford, as well as F blah 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 Fabulous by Tom Ford. Now, again, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. Click on that subscribe button as well as the notification bell that says all. That way you will not miss a beat when I post to the channel. Right about now, you will see some end cards popping up around me, above, the side, or below. One will take you to a playlist, the other to a specific video that either I or YouTube has chosen for you. Now, you'll also see some artwork on the screen. It's my pride and joy. It's my daughter's artwork. Guys, click on that. It'll take you straight to my channel where you can subscribe if you have not subscribed already and watch more videos. Okay, so click on one of these and the artwork, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.